So it's a pleasure to be here at the Leadership 100 conference in West Palm Beach, Florida. Tonight I'm receiving the Archbishop Iacobus Award, and it's special for me because I actually had a chance to know Archbishop Iacobus as a child. He represents some of my earliest memories of the church when I was an altar boy there. I'm very proud of my Greek heritage, of my Hellenistic roots, and the chance to really connect with the community, especially these business leaders who have done so well, so much. So I'm proud of that. My greatest hope really is that the Greek community is going to be able to organize to be a force for change in the future. We've been so successful as a people over the last 2,000 years, but frankly, I am tired of talking about the past, and I really want to talk about the future. What will we do next? How will we, as a very successful, intelligent, passionate people, go to create the future that we want? And that's part of the message that I'm delivering tonight.
Constantine Caras, thank you. Your Eminence, it's been a pleasure to speak with you over dinner. I want to start by thanking the distinguished leaders of Leadership 100 for your support here. I'd like to recognize my fellow honoree, Dr. Psilakis, who I had the pleasure to know, who inspired me, who was a great man of vision and of passion. And Maria, you follow in your father's footsteps so beautifully. And I particularly want to thank one woman here, Poulos. You are a force of nature.
This conference far surpassed any expectations that I had involving this year's conference in Florida. We had over 400 in attendance. We had almost 100 young people, which were from all ages and from all parts of the country. We all came together for a week. It was a week of Christian fellowship, fun, Hellenism, Orthodoxy, and everything else together. It has gone like a magnet. I can honestly tell you, from the moment we arrived until the conclusion of the conference, it has been nothing but success for the people. Look at the smiling faces, look at the Greek dancing, look at the people, even the little ones to the oldest one. We have a man here who's 98. He said, so where can you possibly say that these conferences are not what they should be? They're inspiring, they're enlightening, and they offer us what we need to bring the Greek Orthodox community together and to keep it together. And that's what Leadership 100 strives to do. So we had a diversity in this conference, but we had something more important. We had a united commitment. That's what makes this such a success.
And the best part about it is this is a group of people that everybody just enjoys seeing everybody else. And we've made it vibrant. We've got a lot more young people. We had 85 partners and young professionals in attendance at the conference. It was the most attended conference. We've had 370, something like that, people. So overall, it was as good as it could have been. Last year was the first year we had specific functions for the partners. We had that round table with Ted Leonsis, which was great. Michael Psilakis addressed us last night before the event. 30 people. Today, Peter Diamandis, who's the guest speaker tonight, spoke to us as well in a forum for just young professionals. We had a night last night out at an external venue. Tonight we got a DJ in here, so after the function, just for the professionals to get together, the younger people.
So this is the first time that I've been here to Leadership 100. I was introduced to leadership by a good friend, Michael Bappas, who's on the committee. It's interesting because I think one of the things that leadership is relatively unknown. I think within the Greek community, it's one of those sort of groups that somehow has gone under the radar. What's interesting is that I think Michael and a lot of other younger members are trying to change that. And I think that that's an important thing. Being here for the first time, I realized that it seems to me that leadership has removed a lot of the bureaucracy that you would typically find within the Greek community, unfortunately. It seems as though this is a group that is really true to its philosophy and true to its goals in trying to accomplish the movement of taking Hellenism to the people.
My mother and father have been coming to Leadership 100 for so many years. He actually never missed a year until this past year when he got sick and passed away. Leadership 100 was so important to him. He was a part of so many organizations, but this one in particular really hit home because he felt it was important to reach back to his patria and make sure that even in America, Orthodox faith as well as our community and Greek heritage is continued and propelled. And really Leadership 100 brings the best and the brightest of the Greek community together. And for him, being a part of that was such an honor. So to be honored by his peers, the best and the brightest, I know he would just be so excited and so proud. And I know, being his daughter, I'm so proud. Leadership 100 is so important for the continuation of the future for Hellenism as well as the Greek Orthodox faith. I spoke a little bit about how being Greek embodies who I am. And this conference brings people together to plan and brainstorm the future of our culture and our people. It's so important, and I'm honored to be a new member. I think more young people could get involved, because truly we're the inheritors of our culture and we have to take care of it and to propel it. I think it's so important to reach out to young people, make them a part of this, get them the knowledge about the group.
My name is Maria Allwin, and I am the chairperson of the event here at the Palm Beach for the 20th annual convention here, conference at Leadership 100. I am on the board of trustees of Leadership 100. This is my 3rd year, and I was asked to chair the event. It is an honor and a privilege to do so. I believe in the cause of Leadership 100, which is promoting Hellenism and Orthodoxy in America. Like fundraising for the cause, and I'm on the grant committee, through which is a great vehicle. We give grants throughout the country for ministries of the church, and I go out and visit these various ministries and see the most worthy people receiving monies from other worthy people.
I'm Tarsi Georges. I was born in Greece but grew up in the United States. I'm originally my family is from Asia Minor, Constantinople as we say, in those days. And then I was born in Thessaloniki because my relatives all moved a long time ago. Out of fear of death and the fear of being drafted into the Turkish army and losing their religion. And since then, I've grown up in the church, and I'm very proud of who I am today because of the church. I'm on the board. They just put me on the board about a year ago, and I'm very passionate about my religion and my Hellenism, because we're about 2 million in a country of 300 million, and I'm just worried that it's not going to last unless we work very hard to bring our youth in. It was a beautiful conference. A lot of young people showed up, and we want to encourage more young people coming into the organization because that's the future. And we want to keep my children and my grandchildren and my great-grandchildren in this.
I became the chairman last year. This conference was a terrific conference. We had the largest attendance ever. The Grand Banquet had the largest attendance ever. We had a record number of young people, many good speakers. Of course, His Eminence gave 2 powerful presentations, his Bible study and his lecture. And we had very powerful speakers. Mr. Camp talked about the archaeology excavations of ancient Athens. Mr. Leonsis talked about philanthropy. Mr. Psilakis introduced us to the Greek cuisine and how he came into the industry. And of course, tonight we had a wonderful, wonderful presentation by Dr. Diamandis. So next year's conference is at Ritz-Carlton, which is just down the road here. We hope to build on what we learned this year and make it even better next year. So come back to me in a few weeks and we'll give you some great plans that we have.